welcome Ryan Wills, the head volleyball coach, into the eye of the hurricane. And coach, you get ready for the final, it's hard to believe, the final weekend at home. Your team playing pretty well. Characterize what happened this past weekend with the split.
It was definitely a split. I think the first game we at East Carolina, we did some good things and played pretty well. And then the second match we played at Cincinnati, and they played well and we didn't. And it's there's a reason they're a top 25 team RPI wise, and one of the best players in the country. And she came out extremely hot. We competed really well in the first set and then didn't handle things so well after that. So it was definitely a split. Was glad to get that one on Friday and wish we would have competed a little bit better on the Sunday match, but now it's time to get ready at home.
Well, and you obviously, as you mentioned, Cincinnati's pretty good. I mean, they're top the league, right?
Yeah. Jordan Thompson, I think, had 13 kills in the first set by herself, and so that was pretty hard to deal with. And we still had a chance there, and they're a great team. I think it will be interesting to see what they do in the NCAA tournament. I think they're probably a lock to be in it with some time left, and they have, like I said, they got one of the best players in the whole country. And so when she gets hot, they're a pretty hard team to beat.
And with your success this year, you've edged yourself onto the bubble. RPI pretty good right now, right?
Yeah, I think we're at 47 after this week, and so that's literally smack dab, probably right on the bubble. And so it's always exciting. You want to be playing this time of year. You want to be playing in meaningful matches, and we're doing that. And so it's good for our league. I think for sure our top two teams are going to be in, and then us and Wichita State, we're sitting right on the bubble. And so I think that's really good for our league, and excited about what we've done, but we got to make sure we finish each match one game at a time and see how this thing turns out.
Well, and you're in a situation where you to stay on the bubble, you got to win these games this weekend.
Yeah.
I don't know if that puts any extra pressure on. I mean, you have enough going on emotionally with the senior day and that sort of thing coming up on Sunday, but you have two very important matches, and I think SMU beat you earlier this year, right?
Yeah, they did. At their place, they did. They swept us, and so it's an opportunity for us to bounce back from that. And yeah, there's stuff going on Sunday with seniors and those sort of things. And I hope it doesn't create pressure. And if anything, it should create an opportunity. You're in this season. It's a grind as you get into this part of the season, and there's only a few programs left that are still playing in these meaningful matches. And so, if anything, that should give us hopefully an extra boost of energy and those sort of things. And so, we're excited about the opportunity to get after it Friday.
A couple of your young ladies continuing to perform well. Taylor Horsfall is number 4 all-time in digs.
Yeah.
About ready to pass number 3.
Yeah, it's she's moving in on number 3, and so that's pretty exciting to see. It's Evan Bandy at the time, Evan Wills, my wife. It'll be really fun to see her pass that, and it's this is a program that we said we're going to build it around the libero position, and we've always had great liberos, and Taylor has taken that to another level, I think, with some things, and it's hard work's paid off for her without a doubt. And to be honest, Evan will be the most happy to see her pass it.
That's what I was going to ask you.
Yeah.
Your wife Evan was just a terrific player here, number 3 all-time in digs, and she'll be happy for her, right?
Yeah, without a doubt. I think last year she set a single match digs record, and Evan was in the building at the time. Brooke Berryhill was in the building at the time, our old libero before Taylor, and she passed both of them on that day, and it was really cool because they're all here and they got to take a picture together. And so they're both really supportive of Taylor doing what she's doing, so that's always cool.
And of course, your senior Emily Thorson is over 1,000 kills now. She's amongst the top 10 in school history in that regard. So she continues to play great for you.
Yeah, and she's about ready to pass another milestone on our career list of kills. And so she's finishing up her career with us, and I think she's in a really good place. She does a lot of different things for us when it comes to all the skills, and I think she's really putting some pieces together right now to really be able to finish things strong in her career. And it's always fun to see, because sometimes you do see seniors potentially start to focus on other things, and I think she's as locked in with finishing this the best she can, and I'm excited about that.
She and Rachel Moore will be the two that'll be the seniors celebrated on Sunday when you take on Houston, right?
Yeah, and it's exciting to see that our program's where it's at and has an opportunity to finish the season strong. And there's some nice carrots out in front of us that we could go get at the end of the season. And Rachel and Emily, we really, and when the recruiting process started, and when we got here, was you're really going to be the first recruiting class that we're going to have time to go after, and we expect you to help build this program to what it's capable of. And they've done that, and they've helped. We've gotten better. And we're in a position where hopefully they can be rewarded for that effort in their last season.
And we do want to note, of course, with sadness, the passing of Tom Cairns, the grandfather, if you will, or the father of TU volleyball. He started the program back in the 70s, and he passed away this week and was a longtime employee at the University of Tulsa. What did Tom mean to you?
Yeah, Dr. Cairns, he is Tulsa volleyball. He started it. We had a kind of a cool experience earlier this year with F.A. Dry, who was the AD at the time that when it started, and the girls had a chance to talk to him, and we just saying, hey, thank you for starting the program. And he kind of looked at us and said, yeah, I did it, but really it was Dr. Cairns. He's the one that made it happen, and he's the one that really set the path for everyone that's involved in this program over, I don't know, 30, 40 years, however long ago that was. And so we're all kind of lucky to be on that path that he started, and it was really, it's really cool to see how he's just stayed connected. He loves to come to practices, he'll stop by the offices, and he's at almost every single match. And so we're going to miss him in the gym. He loved volleyball, he loved the game of volleyball, he loved mathematics, he loved merging those two worlds together. We're going to have a t-shirt that we're going to wear in warm-ups to honor him that kind of merge. It's a formula, a math formula. I don't really get it, physics of how the ball flies through the air. It's some of the stuff he studied when he was done with his coaching career, but stayed involved with volleyball. So I know he meant a lot to some of the former players that he coached. I think there's a tradition there, and there's just a level of respect that his former players have for him, that as a coach you hope that you get to that point with your former players, and that's just a great example of what he is to the University of Tulsa and the community as a whole.
Absolutely, and of course our thoughts and prayers to the Cairns family, and check out TulsaHurricane.com for information about the memorial service that will be going on at Sharp Chapel here in the next week or so. And Coach, as we get back to what's happening this weekend, 10-1 at home, you played well at home, obviously a huge weekend for your team. Then you go on the road for I think 3 more matches, right?
Yeah, we got 5 matches left in the year and 2 at home. We got SMU, who's it's always been a hard match. It's always been hard fought. They play hard. So we're excited about that. We always are when we play them. And then we have senior night, and then we're on the road for 3, and we got to finish strong.
All right, Coach, thank you so much. Appreciate you taking the time.
All right, thank you.
Ryan Wills, University of Tulsa Volleyball.